I mean, I had to lower the bitrate, which is annoying, but as long as it works, I don't really care. It's actually kind of bad. I can't see the streaming PC at the same time. Friends, that's how I feel right now. I am gonna struggle. But the best part about this is I'm at my own free will, so if I need to stop, I can. I can just stop. I could like literally swap to intermission for 2 hours during Dead Space 3, have a nap, and then come back and do the rest. I'm not going to, but I can stop whenever and just leave it on the intermission till the next runs start, because it's just all me for like 8 hours, so. Right, so the timer's going to start when we gain control. I'm going to try and do this. This is going to be awkward to do. I'm going to have to quickly start the timer and then run off. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Hopefully the timer started. It didn't. Why? Why? I'm literally got a hotkey. Dude, man. Global hotkeys are off. That's why. Fucking hell. It's going swimmingly, I must say. Right, hang on. I'm going to go back to where I started. We'll do it again. Pretend nothing happened, it's fine. So, I didn't run 5 feet. Right, so this is where I spawned. Right, okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, now we're gaming. Okay. Did it start? Yes, it did. Okay, good. We're flying. So this is Scorn. If you don't know what this game's about, neither do I. No one does. Things happen. There is no concrete story in what goes on in this game. It's kind of like up to your own interpretation of the way you see it. There is no dialogue. There is no. There is cutscenes. There's no dialogue. There's no lore. There's no story. You just kind of make it how you want, pretty much. And in my opinion, this game is fantastic. People like to rip into this game. They're saying it's bad because it doesn't have a story and it doesn't have amazing combat. It's not meant to have amazing combat. It's not meant to have a story. That's the point. If you've never played this, I would play it. I mean, it doesn't say a lot when the games that have come out this year have been kind of pants. But this has definitely been my game of the year so far. So far. It's just, it's such a unique experience, and it's just, the art style of this game is fantastic. So if you don't know what this game is, it's just a puzzle game, pretty much, with some combat thrown in. The combat is forgettable. You won't be seeing a lot of it during this run, but it does have it. Yeah, first and foremost, it is a puzzle game. We'll be doing a lot of puzzles, and I forgot something very important. I was meant to bring up my notes for one of the puzzles and I've completely forgot to do that. Hopefully it should be fine. Maybe I'll remember it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter how fast I go. Those puzzles, I can't really fail them. It's just they go a bit slow. You don't really need the notes for the puzzles in this. So the first and longest puzzle is right here that we are about to do. So we've got to get this egg into this slot to bring it down. But first we need to get this one out of the way. So you might be thinking like, oh, this is the egg that we need to put in, but it's not. It's like it's too fresh. So what happens is when we put it in the slot, it's gonna break. But we need to do that anyway. For the next point, because we need to move these balls in a certain way to get the proper egg into position, and you can't do that unless you break this one first. So remember when I did this, I was like, oh, that's so easy, and then it just breaks, and I was like, oh, okay. Sad times. Yeah, a lot of people moaned because they didn't. They had too much expectations for what the game was going to be. The game never sold itself as a shooter like Doom, and it never sold itself as a game with a story. It is what it is, and people are moaning for something that isn't what they wanted it to be, which annoys me. Hopefully, I remember this because I have a new route for this puzzle that I didn't really practice that much. And then we'll go up to here, I think, and then to there. So we're basically just getting all these in position so we can get this one little egg here with the lights on all the way to the left side. Oh yeah, no, I've completely messed that up. I was meant to move that egg across first. My bad. Like I said, it doesn't matter how fast I go with this run. To be honest, it's just... I'm just gaming. That's all tonight's going to be, just gaming. I'm not going to worry about how fast I am. Yeah, this puzzle's kind of confusing if you're not really 100% paying attention, and I've only practiced this new route for it once. So I was meant to move this out of the way first. And I forgot to do that. There we go. No, we're fine. I mean, it's already off to a swimming start, considering the timer wouldn't work and it broke the stream, so... Which is fun. Might do a cheeky tab out in a minute and pull up those notes, because... I kinda need them. Wait, what am I doing? Oh... I'm just, my brain is melting. I was meant to move this one first. I'm tired. That's my excuse. I'm tired and I have a hangover at the same time. Right, so we put that there. And then we do this, and then we're good. Right, I'm just gonna quickly tab out. Ever so quickly. I'm gonna pull up this puzzle thing here. Okay. And we tab back in. Only a bit of time lost, no big deal. I think the expectations and the hype for this game mainly just stemmed from the fact that this game was in development for a long time. You know, it was in development for 8 years. And this speedrun I'm doing is glitchless. So it's short. Like, you can finish this game in like 5 hours, 6 hours casually. And I'm just running through as fast as I can, and I can finish it in just over an hour. Very doubtful, Twan. That is very doubtful. So we've done that. I'm going to go back down. So this game doesn't hold your hand in anything. You kind of just have to explore and figure out what you're meant to do yourself. Obviously, I already know what I'm meant to do. But this area, out of all the areas in the entire game, this area is one of the hardest and most confusing when you first start playing. Because there's so much shit going on here, and you just have to kind of figure out what does what and what you need to do to progress. It's really confusing. I think in my casual playthrough, I literally spent an hour and a half just in this area trying to figure out what to do. So I'm just going to move a train track. Well, it's not a train track, but just a track. So we can move the cart. And I also have this split called Minecraft, because it literally is Minecraft. So now we're going to get the egg that we just got in position. And it's got our buddy in it. You can call him whatever you want. The community of this game calls him Steve. I don't like Steve. I prefer Dave. So this is Dave. Say hello to Dave. We're going to transport Dave to a scooper, where we're going to scoop him out the shell he's in. This is Dave. Also, I should point out that this game does have some disturbing scenes as well, not even just gore. Just, like, when I played this game casually, I felt sorry for this guy, because we're gonna pretty much just fuck him up. Like, it's so sad. The way this guy acts, just in general, is sad. He's so distressed. Look at him. He just wants to get out. Is that enough? But then in a sec, he just concedes. He just gives up. Takes a big sigh, and then he's just all sad again. Poor Dave. I like how this game does not really fit the theme for this marathon, but I just tried to chuck some runs together that I know I could do, and this is one that I know I can do. Now we brought Dave over here. Now we're gonna put Dave into the scooper. That's true. It is close to Halloween. I mean, most of the games I'm doing are horror games, apart from Spider-Man. Literally just Spider-Man. All the rest of the games I'm doing are horror games. So now he's in this, and we're just gonna scoop him out. And sadly, Dave is gonna die. Say goodbye to Dave. Oh yeah, I forgot about High School Musical as well. That one was also not a horror game, but now Dave's dead. And we needed to do that because we needed Dave's arm or something. So in this game, you need arms to attach these like keys to them. And even though we have two hands, apparently we need to put one on this so we can use both of these switches at the same time to get out of this room. So we're gonna go get the key on this hand. So like literally, I was gonna make a tweet about it, but I didn't. But this game is genuinely one of the best looking games I've ever played. Like Naughty Dog need to step up their game, dude, because this game is just, oh. Some of the areas are just stunning. It just looks so good. Like right now I'm playing on like low graphics, apart from textures which are on high, and it still looks absolutely fantastic. So now we can get out of this area. So that's the first area done. In the speedrun, it's the most simple-ish, but from a casual perspective, it's quite long and annoying. You can save Dave. So when we push the cart, there is two different ways you can go. You can take Dave to this saw, which will saw him out of the shell, and he will survive. But it's extremely slow. When I say extremely slow, extremely fucking slow. If you take him to the saw, you have to wait for him to then follow you all the way to the arm machine and put his arm in, and then wait for him to follow you all the way to the switch. Not only that is really slow, but then even pushing the cart to that other room is way slower than the one we pushed it to already. So now we're in the second area, and we're gonna get the first gun. I don't really have a name for the gun. The prodder. The rammer, I guess. It just kind of rams something. It's not really a gun. It's more like a weapon that you can use to poke things. The poker. That's what I'll call it. The poker. Out of all the guns though, it probably does look one of the coolest, but it's not very useful. Sadly, you're not going to see all the guns in this run. We skip over one of them because you don't really need it. But we'll be picking up another one later on. But for the most part, we're just gonna have this one. This one also is used as a key as well. Yeah, this game is just stunning. Everything about the way it's made, the atmosphere, the music, the sounds in this game are just... I couldn't recommend this game more. Like, honestly, if you like... It is a walking simulator in a sense, and if you like puzzle games, I would play it. And like I said, it does have combat. The combat isn't the best, and it can be really annoying. at times, but I was just drawn into this game. It just the atmosphere, the setting, all of it is what made me want to play it, and I'm very glad I did. And I like replaying it because it's just getting to experience the same sounds, the same graphics, the same music again. So we're gonna take 2 intentional hits here. So those little white ball things are technically enemies. They spray gas that can hurt you. Also, that's a penis. They spray gas that can hurt you. And it does a lot of damage, but we only need to shoot one and we can just run through the other 2 without dying. So we're just gonna poke this guy. I'm just gonna run through these 2. They do 3 ticks of damage per hit on those. So more puzzles. Not really. This one isn't really a puzzle per se. It's just kind of like it's really straightforward. So we're just gonna put these into the holes and try and do it as quickly as possible. And we've got to do 3 of them. Now we're gonna finger this switch. There's a lot of fingering things in this game, you'll find out. So this part is kind of boring. Just kind of doing the same thing over and over again, pretty much. But you get to hear the fantastic sounds of stuff squelching as you finger it. So, what is wrong with me? Yeah, great fun, honestly. I'd play this game just for the fingering alone. Like that's all you need. I just feel like I'm not the type of person that suits or fits well for these types of marathons, because I'm just, all types are wrong. I swear a lot. I'm vulgar. It's just, it doesn't fit. Alright, we're gonna get the last penis and then we're gonna put it in the hole. I'm not trying to make it sound dirty, it's just happening. I can't help it. Although there's gonna be bit of a disaster, as you can't even get it in properly. Look, just missed. There's going to be a bit of a mishap with this one. Dog bones. True. And now we've been coomed on. A lot of coom. Everywhere. Ugh, look at that. Oh. Oh, the sticky icky white stuff. Very suspicious indeed. And now we're dead. So yeah, we're technically dead. That guy's dead. In theory. So there's a lot, like I said, you interpret the story how you see it. The guy at the start that you were calling as was the same guy. He's dead now. Now we're going to respawn as a new guy. Whether it's the same person, we don't know. If it's the same conscious, we don't know. We just know that you spawn as someone else. So now we're a completely different person. Our first character is dead. Technically, for now. We will see him again very, very shortly. So it seems to me like in this game you just spawn out of these eggs that are on this wall, and you'll see a lot of dead people. I like to have this theory that every single dead person is you just respawning over and over again, dying, and then you respawn again. Just to end the cycle of trying to escape. That's what I'd like to feel. And now we're gonna pull this out of our stomach or chest or something. Right, Twan, I got a notification for a tweet that has now disappeared. What happened? So now we've switched game, and now we're playing the movie Dune. So get ready for some Duning. Oh, you didn't link the stream. So we're just gonna run for, I don't know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I don't actually know how long this takes. We're just gonna run. We're gonna do some running. Let's get some exercise. Because you need your exercise. So we're just gonna stretch the legs for a bit. Daily jog. So we're just jogging, not really much to say. We're basically going to the next area. Technically where we just were, we're going back to it, but as a different person. You can see it over there, it's quite big. So if you remember at the start, you saw like this ominous, I can speak English, ominous building that our dude was crawling towards. And that is what it is. And we need to get back in there, get back into the fight. I don't know the goal. I'm assuming that every person just wants to get out, to get to somewhere safe, like a haven. You'll see at the end of the game. I don't know how it exactly works, but I'm assuming it's something along those lines, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to get there as awkwardly as possible, apparently. With loads of intricate puzzles that don't make sense. It's like the Resident Evil puzzles. Like in Resident Evil 2, where like, why do you have all these intricate puzzles with medallions and all this shit in a police station? It doesn't make any sense. That's the game in a nutshell. But then again, none of this game makes any sense, so it does. It could be an alternate dimension, could be a different planet, could be I don't know, could be anything. No one knows. I mean, it would be nice to have some sort of backstory and a story, but at the same time, it's nice that you can just leave it up to your own interpretation and just make of it what you will. Maybe we'll get a sequel where you do more of the same stuff. Maybe we'll get some DLC. Who knows? And anyway, so now we're back where we were, technically, kinda, before we perished, or before our buddy perished. These corridors are really annoying. So that thing over there, if you can see it, that is our original character, the one who died technically. There he is up there. Look, he is now a centipede insect-looking thing, right there. That's him. And we will get reunited with him very soon. But first we're going to grab this this key thing of this poor dead guy. And then we're going to do some more puzzles. So these are the ones that I needed my notes for. Because you can place things in a specific spot before they spawn. Or before they show up to get them. But this one's simple. This one they're already set. So we just click them in. But all the other ones, they'll be rotating. So you've got to like know where they're going to stop. So we basically need to collect 4 of these little rings. I don't know what they are, but we need to get 4 of them. So we've got 1, we need to do 3 more. I'm feeling good at the minute. I'm not super tired. I just know that like when I get to like Dead Space, I'm just gonna be dead. I didn't really test my audio setups properly, so I'm hoping it's all fine and good. You can hear the game and me fine. It should be fine, hopefully. But I can always adjust that if needed while I'm streaming. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So I'm gonna finger some more holes to use things. There's our buddy again. He's always running away from us. He's really shy. So we're gonna attach some nice tubes to use these pathways in a specific order that's fast. You can get stuck in those. It's quite annoying. You can get stuck on a lot of stuff in this game if you like walk into it wrong. I'd like to know how he's getting in so fast. Probably cheating. I am stuck. Now we're gonna pull out these tubes, which are producing coom, I think. I don't know. It's more white stuff. Don't know what it does. I'm assuming this white stuff is the source of power for whatever we are in. My friend made a good comparison that it's more biomechanical. Everything's controlled by flesh of some form. Anyway, there's our friend again. Now we're gonna meet him. And he's going to be with us now for the rest of the game. Because he's going to basically become one with us. So it's nice how it goes in like a full cycle, that he died and then we go back to him and then he's now attached to us. So both of our characters are now together. We get his gun that he had. And now we're gonna truck on. No big deal. We just had our literal guts pulled out and her hands smashed into our stomach, but he does not care. He is not phased whatsoever. Oh yeah. Am I going? Am I am dumb, yes. I don't know why I was doing that. I got confused. This game it actually can be quite confusing because a lot of areas look the same, so unless you're like 100% zoned in and know exactly what you're doing, you might end up walking the wrong way, like I just did. Right, so this one, they are going to move, but since I pulled my notes up, I know where they're going to be. But if you miss the cycle, it's really slow because you have to wait for them to come around again. So I'm gonna finger another hole. I'm gonna get another key because we don't have a key for this character yet. Also, you can see his arm. So the reason you know that it's the same character from earlier is because one, he died in this area, and two, he's also got the key on his arm that he had also. So the game wants us to go right here, back around, but it's actually slow to do that, so it's gonna go up. You meant to like open that door there, but it's slower than just going back out this way. So now that we've got the key, we're going to go into this one next to us. I'm going to grab this key. So this is the third one. We've got one more to get, but the path to the last one is blocked. So the reason we went the other way first was to get the key on our hand so we can use this panel. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this panel to basically pump acid into the path that's blocked by loads of dead bodies. So it's going to move this around to the blocked path. And I'm just going to do some pumping. Some good old pumping while I have a drink. Now we can actually go that way. When we couldn't before. And the last key is down there. So there is technically, so there's two categories for this game. So we've got this any %, which is basically the vanilla version of the game. There's another category called DSJ mod, which I think stands for double speed jump mod. So it basically mods in a jump function and gives you faster speed to run. And that category allows for more skips. A lot more skips actually. Because that run... Oh, what am I doing? That run is 30 minutes, just over. So it skips an hour of content. I personally... Very big glitch hunter, but I personally am not a fan of using mods and stuff like that to allow speedruns to go faster in terms of allowing skips. Never been a fan of that, to be honest with you. Like using external tools like that, like capping the FPS really low to do such stuff. I don't like that stuff. I just like to do the vanilla game. If there's a bunch of skips, there's a bunch of skips. If there's not, there's not. I don't like using mods to do glitches and shit. So, but there is technically some form of skips in the vanilla version in Act 4, but I'm not going to do them because I haven't had time to learn any of it yet. So this one's just going to be all glitchless. But I'm pretty sure those skips only save like 10-20 seconds, very minimal for now. So now there's a lot of keys, you'll notice. So we're going to get the proper key of this game after we do this little puzzle, which is really simple. We just got to basically get this in the hole, get all these in the hole, which is really simple. And now we can get the proper key. So if you remember watching gameplay trailers for this game or whatever, you would have seen this like key that looked like a gun that you press the switch and it opens doors. We're finally going to pick that up. Yeah, like I can understand if something makes the speedrun better. But if it's not necessary, I don't see the point. Like something like that negates RNG is a decent thing, but when it comes to a game like this where you create a category that literally, like, if I'm glitch hunting a game and I find a big chunky skip or some good tech, it's exhilarating. I love the thrill of glitch hunting. Like just being able to find a skip, that's my high. I just love doing it. But if the only reason you've done this skip is because you added a jump function to the game with a mod, just kills the effect, you know what I mean? Like I don't like it. People keep asking me if I'm going to run the category, but I just don't think I will because I'm not a fan of doing that stuff. I don't like really using mods to speed up games. I mean, yes, I run Dead Space 2, and yes, in that game you use external tools to toggle the FPS really low. I'm not a fan of it, but because I wanted to run the game and I wanted to do the skips, I didn't really have a choice but to use it. So I'm not a fan. I prefer playing the games the way the game is meant to be. And whatever skips you find in that's all good. I just feel like that's cheating. Technically, when you think about it, in a sense. Although, so this is the health machine. Now we've got some health. Or some things to heal with. I'll be picking up 2 of them. I might pick up a 3rd as a backup before the end of the game, depending on how much damage I take. So now we're right back at the start of the game. So this is that room we're in with the car. We're literally right back at the start. So all that stuff we've just done was literally just to get through that one door that we spawned right in front of at the start of the game. In the speedrun you can't get past it. It's not even loaded anyway at the start, but you can't skip straight past it. But I just find it funny how the game starts and then we do all that just to get back to the start to open this door. And now this is where things get juicy. So this is where we're actually going to see enemies that want to harm us. And this area is, I think, one of the longest in the game, actually. Could be wrong. I believe it is, though. Honestly, I'm quite surprised that I've had a lot to say about the game. I thought before I started that I'd probably sit here quiet because there's not really much going on in the run. You're just kind of running. But I guess because I'm quite passionate about the game in general, I can talk about that. So out of all the runs I'm doing tonight, I think Fear 2 is going to be the worst. So I haven't ran Fear 2 in 6 months. I did one semi-D-Rust run last night, yesterday, and it was pretty bad. So not expecting much, but my estimate for that is quite high. So if it does go terribly wrong, then it should still be fine. All the other runs should be groovy. Just Fear 2 I'm concerned about. But I wanted to do more horror stuff. To be fair, that's why I chose that. I mean, this game isn't really a horror game. Like, it's not scary. It's just gruesome. That missed? Are you kidding me, dude? This is really slow now. And he's gonna hit me again. Fuck's sake. Yeah, so this gun has to charge, and because I missed, couldn't kill him straight away. That's not good. Whatever. I think he spat on me. How many times? Only spat on me twice. That's not the end of the world. There's a lot of invisible collision in this area, and it's really annoying. Let me just quickly minimize this. I don't need it anymore. A little note thing in me way. Like, watching this game on a stream like really doesn't do it justice for how good it actually looks. Like, you'd need to play it to see how good it looks. Alright, so I'm just hoping that we don't get spat on too much. That's pretty much my goal here. Is to just try and take as minimal damage as possible, because this area can be quite annoying. Like, the entire run is pretty simple. This area is probably the worst in terms of damage that you take. And you're gonna get hit a few times, especially if you're just trying to run through it. So our basic goal here is just to get a new elevator and bring it round to put it in place to then use it to carry on, pretty much. So we're gonna grab it here, we're gonna bring it up back into position, and we're gonna go into another room to basically get back down and then hook it on. It's just really slow and it takes a while. Does this game explain what is going on? No. So this game doesn't have a story. You just have to kind of interpret it how you want to interpret it. There is no explanation, there's no dialogue, there's no notes, nothing like that. You just kind of get immersed in the world and just see it as you will, pretty much. So that's the last health thing we're going to grab, hopefully, until the end of the game. If I need to grab a safety one later on, then I can. But I'm hoping that I don't need to. This guy always blocks, you just have to kind of push against him. I'm going to do a quick safety heal. It's a bit slow, but I don't want to die yet. I know he's going to hit me. And then he can hit me again. Good. I was meant to actually heal earlier. I forgot. So now we've got it all the way up. So we'll just have to go into this room and move it in there. These are actually being quite nice to me. I haven't even hit twice. And now we just have to basically release these switches to unlock a pathway to get back down, because we can't go back the way we came because the elevator that we've taken was the thing that we were using to get across. So we can't actually go back the way we came, so we have to go this way, and it's very slow. Am I gonna have to heal? I might have to heal. I was meant to heal before I got on the elevator, I just forgot to do it. So I'm gonna do some more puzzles. So this little shotgun pistol thing is in there. We're not gonna grab that. That's the one gun we're not gonna grab because we don't need it. So this puzzle can be quite weird if you don't know how it works, but once you understand the grasp of these puzzles, they're really simple. This one actually looks less complicated than the second one, but it's actually harder. There's a really fast way to solve the second one that we're gonna do in a minute. What? I got spat on during the cutscene? Excuse me. I actually quite like that. So in this game, you can't get hit while you interacting with stuff. The enemies will just kind of stand there and ignore you. If they could hit you when you were interacting with stuff, this speedrun would suck. We're getting these keys. We're going to put them in these holes. Holes that look suspiciously like something very familiar. Not going to say what. You know what I'm talking about. No, we just have to wait. This part's really slow because we have to wait for these elevators constantly. French, I keep seeing Warren lookalikes literally everywhere. There's too much Warren. Or maybe Warren just looks like a generic bloke. I can't really tell at this point. Right, so this one's really simple. So we just turn the first one straight up. And then we link this one to this one, turn this 4 times, and put this back down. This one's really simple to solve. And I actually found that solution by accident for the speedrun. I was just messing around and it just happened. Now we're gonna have to do some dodging and weaving. And then more waiting. Thankfully, when you get to this elevator, they kind of just ignore you and just go away. So that's the last one we needed. So we've just got to put it in place and then come down, and that's it. Pretty much for this area, somewhat. Excuse me, go in. Thank you. It's such a shame that you just about missed this cycle, so now I've got to wait again. So, how is everyone's evening going? Are we having a good time? With the greatest marathon that exists. Apart from shots fired, obviously. Now we can get down. Technically, if you can find a way over that railing to fall straight down here, you can skip doing all of that. It is possible. Just not possible in vanilla at the moment, which is a shame. I can imagine, Twine. I can imagine. It is stressful. I mean, even though the first time I did this setup that I'm using now, it went well-ish. I was really nervous and it was quite a stressful situation to deal with, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Like, you're gonna have hiccups the first time around and then you'll learn from it. Like once you've got all the kinks ironed out, it's such a better way to do marathons. More organized, stuff like that. Now we're gonna get this elevator across to the right. Got some massive runs tomorrow. What do you mean massive? You mean you mean long ones that take longer? Yeah. I love, even though like they are long, I do like long runs. I do prefer having long runs just for the fact that did I even put that in place? I didn't. I forgot to do it. Shit. I prefer it because you just can kind of chill. So yeah, I was meant to come up here again and move that, and I just forgot. Now we can move this. So we basically did all of that just to get this one elevator into this spot, to then use it to get into the door behind that area. Pretty much. I'm just gonna ride. Gonna get jabbed some more with the fists. So every time that those cutscenes happen, you lose 1 tick of health. Thankfully, you can't die from it. Like, no matter what, it's physically impossible to die from. It's physically impossible to die from that. But it is annoying that it does damage to you. Just do a safety heal there because it doesn't lose too much time. I mean, I didn't really need to do that heal there, but you know, fuck it, why not? Basically, our goal of this area is to get the second upgrade for the key. Is it the second one? No, it's the third one. Ignore me completely. I am stupid. So there's going to be a big, massive, chunky boy here. Where he spawns is random, and hopefully, no, that's not a good spot. If he spawns further back, you can actually just run straight past him. But this guy does a hell of a lot of damage, and he's really fast. So if he doesn't spawn in the right spot, you just have to kind of backtrack and get him to move. I think that was the bad spot anyway. I could be wrong. I can't remember honestly. But I'm not going to try and run past him if I can't, because then he will twat me across the room. And I think there, when they hit you, it does like... It's either 2 or 3 ticks of damage. I know it's definitely 2. It could be 3. So, just gonna go back down, get the key, and then come back up. And we are nearly at the point where we're gonna meet the big boy. If you've seen any trailers and stuff like that, you might have seen this big boy. It might actually be a girl, I don't know. Right, okay, I was facing the wrong way. Good start. Obviously, we don't have a name for it because it doesn't have a name, because nothing in this game has a name. Because there is no story, there is no nothing. So we haven't actually used the ammo machine yet. There's one to our left here. We won't be using the ammo machine until we grab the big boy shotgun, which will be somewhat soon, and then we'll be using it again at the end of the game. So our big boy friend's here again. And as you guessed it, we're just going to run to the right around instead of going through him. Because he's scary. And I don't want to die. Oh, there was something I was meant to practice. I'm going to do something for safety, actually. So there's going to be an enemy soonish. I'm going to kill him instead of trying to run past him. Because I'd rather not get hit. I'm just going to kill him instead. And you can actually see some sick gunplay. Oh no, wait, I don't need to kill him. I just need to shoot him once. To stun him, I can run past. Pop another heal. I think I've actually got one less health block than I had when I was practicing yesterday. It should be fine. Like I said, if I do take too much damage, I can always pick up a safety heal in the next area, so it's no big deal. I mean, it's a marathon run after all. It's not a proper run. We're just gonna jab that little worm. Seriously. Right, so there's gonna be another big boy here. I'm just gonna book it straight into the corner and hope I can get jammed in him and then just run past. Fuck. That's not good at all. I'm gonna have to take the safety heal now. That sucks, whatever. So you meant to just run into this gap, you'll get stuck, you miss, and then you just run past him, but it's kind of funky. There's a lot of stuff in this game is funky. You might think this game is like really straightforward. Okay, I got the bug. So sometimes if you get hit, I don't know what causes it, but you can't interact with anything until you quit out and reload. Thankfully, when you quit out and reload in this game, it puts you exactly where you were standing when you quit out, so we can just do it. But sometimes that happens when you can't interact with stuff. So there is a safety here in this area I'm going to grab. No, this one is not looking hot. This one's actually quite slow. I mean, my estimate's quite high, but where have I lost that much time? Oh well. So we're gonna meet the big boy or big girl. I don't know which one. It does look like it has tits. I'm not gonna lie. You'll see what I mean. Don't those look like boobs? Honestly, look, they've got like nipples and everything. Could be a girl. I don't know. I'd go with it being a girl. That more of a safety or something. And she's not happy that we've just basically ripped open her tit. So gonna stare us down. This guy can hit you once, hopefully not twice, please. Okay, you missed. Good. So there's 3 of these little maze pieces that we've got to basically send up. And this is the one area that does have a skip. But like I said, I haven't properly learned it, so I'm not going to do it. It's not that much slower. Okay, I didn't get spat on as well, that's good. That first one can hit you. So basically what you do is you can walk up the collision. I'll try and show it. You can just walk up this and get out of bounds. Because it's like weird collision there. Anywho, now we're going to grab the shotgun. And I am going to use one shot because I want to be safe here because I don't have a lot of health. So I'm not going to try and run past. Especially now, I'm not going to try and run past him because I got bummed by that other guy. I took loads of damage. So this is the ammo machine. This is the first one I'm going to use. It's going to give us bullets for the pistol, even though we don't have it. So those are pistol bullets and these are shotgun bullets. We don't have the pistol, but it gives it to us anyway. So I'm going to reload this, which is slow, but I'm going to take this safe. I'm going to hopefully just shoot this guy once and then run past him, hopefully. He'll let me. Okay. I nearly got too close to him then, but thankfully it was fine. I mean, that's not much. The only reason that loses time is because you have to reload the gun, pretty much. So 3 hits. I should be good until we get the safety heal. Now we're going to get the last key. Last key upgrade. So technically the key does have 6 slots. We only get 4. I think it's only 4. Now we just got to interact with this door and not get bummed by this guy. Oh yeah, he's really close. We're just gonna run around and duke him. I'm gonna grab this health upgrade quickly. This is the one, not upgrade, sorry, like health refill. This is the one that is the safety one that I only grab if I'm really low, which I am right now. I'm very low. It's mainly just for this area. I might not need it. Like, I shouldn't take damage in this area, to be fair, but might as well grab it to be safe. So grab that. And we can get past this guy. He's very annoying. Please, sir, move. Thank you. I'm gonna heal quickly. I'm gonna get this next maze piece, and we've got to do one more. The last one takes the longest to get though. It's like a big, long area to go through. And we're gonna get stabbed again in the stomach. So basically, I don't actually know what's going on, but it's like he's trying to merge with us. Like I said, I can't really tell you what's going on because no one knows what's going on. You could say that there is lore to the game, but the lore is what you interpret it to be. I still love how they haven't fixed that bug where you can't interact with stuff as well. There's gonna be a bunch of enemies here. We just ignore them pretty much. They're no trouble. We might get spat on right at the end before we leave, but it's like one spit. I'll open the last tit. Wait, am I streaming in 60 FPS or 30? It looks like 30. I thought I should be streaming in 60. It does look like 30. Let me just quickly check because I'm very curious. Oh no, I am streaming in 30. Okay, that's weird. Whatever, that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. If it means that the main stream doesn't die, I don't really care. I'm just gonna run down this hole. Get the last piece. Now we're gonna leave and get out of here. So this guy can spit on me. It's the only damage you can really take here, and which you probably will take. I probably should have healed again. Well, anyway, so now we're going to do this puzzle. You basically just need to get the ball into the thing in the middle. And we rotate these to basically allow us to do that. Also, I should point out that obviously, you probably gathered by now, but all the puzzles are the same every time, so if you've got a good memory or coherent notes, you can get them through them pretty easily. So now, this is basically an elevator, we're just going up. We're going to squish our friend, sadly. I think he's meant to get squished though. I don't know. He's got all these holes in his back, so I'm assuming that this happens very frequently to him. And I would say we're nearing the end of the game. Not really in a sense, but we are technically, because we're going to the final area now. But the final area is pretty long. I do actually need to switch my weapon. Is there a place I can... Actually, I did reload. I need to swap it. Where can I do that without losing time? It doesn't really matter. So basically going to ride this tram thing to the final area, which I'm assuming is like the main goal. The place where you can get to the, you know, haven, whatever, I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm going to ride this little tram for about 30-40 seconds. I don't actually know how long it takes. Just need to take a good look at the scenery. And then we're on to the final area where we get to do a big boy boss fight. Technically twice, but the second time doesn't count. I think on the original patches for this game there was a bug where this area wouldn't load. And if it happened, it was basically fucked. I don't think you could finish the game. It is pretty cozy, pretty chill. The music for this area is just, it's so good. Like when you enter this building, the ominous, I can't speak today. The ominous sounds that you hear just so eerie, but yet so calming at the same time when it shouldn't be. It's really odd. I love it. Alright, so now we're here. Let me just switch out my gun quickly. I probably should have done it earlier, but I forgot to because I'm not smart. I was meant to do it on one of the elevators before, ages ago. I just forgot to do it. Just look how good that looks. Like it's just, oh. Like this music is just so eerie, so calming yet so weird at the same time. So I would wish I could tell you what was going on here, but like this area confuses me. We've got to basically fill up this jar with baby goop, even though it's not really a baby, but it looks like one. And then we've got to fill up those people to do something, which I don't know what it does either, but you have to do it anyway. Yeah, I don't know, it's confusing. So we're gonna grab the first baby. Here he is, Mr. Baby. Although he's not really a baby, he just looks like one. He's like an ugly baby. We basically need to get the baby out of this thing So apparently the solution is to put him into this instead of just squishing it. Oh, he's dead. Killed baby. Now we pick up baby. And now we take baby and we squish baby. Exciting times. We're making baby smoothie. And then we can go fill up this thing and then the head will pop and something, I don't know. Basically, I believe our goal is to allow us to gain control of these. But I still don't understand at this point why we're doing it. I mean, you'll see why you need to in a bit, but I don't understand at this point why our character's like, okay, this needs to happen. I think he needs to get the elevator to go up. I'm confused. It confuses me. I don't know what's going on. Things happen. This is a game that you do things in. I can't really tell you why. But now we're gonna do the first boss. So I'm gonna grab this ammo to fill up my ammo. And then we're gonna grab this health because this health is needed. Because we're basically towards the end we're gonna take damage that we can't do anything about, and if we don't have enough, that will kill us. So I'm taking this just for precautionary reasons. And now we're gonna do the actual proper boss fight of the game, the only boss fight of the game, which I guess in a sense it is pretty trivial when you know how to do it. In a casual playthrough, it can be really weird. So we basically grabbed this gun just for this reason alone. We're going to shoot him in the head twice. And that's going to make him drop. And then we're going to shoot his little sack. I'm going to go reload. I'm going to pop a heal as well just to be safe. He hit me with his grenade. So do it again. Shoot him twice. That'll pop his sack. You have to shoot each sack twice to pop it, so. Let me just do that once more. Shoot the sack. Let me swap to this weapon. Now we gotta duke him until he goes down. We can't shoot him this time, so we just gotta run away from his grenades until he tries to reload. Alright, this should be the last one. Just pop this last sack. There we go. What? Okay, that's horseshit. So apparently, for whatever reason, my last shot with the shotgun didn't do as much damage. He should have died from that, but he didn't. It's only a marathon run anyway. If that was a PB pace run, that would be really irritating. And now he just has to kind of walk into position. He can't die if he's near something, so he just has to kind of walk into an open space. And that technically was the boss, but not really. We still got like a second phase, which isn't as bad in a sense. as the first one. So we basically just got to get good RNG here. So he's going to try and punch us. Whether his stomach opens when he does it is random. So we've just got to hope it does, and then we've got to shoot the thing in his stomach, pretty much. There's one. We just got to shoot it twice. So he didn't open. Where's he going? What the? What? And there we go. He should be dead. Yeah. That was so strange. I've never seen him do that before. He did like a charge animation. I've never seen that. Very odd. Yeah, that's the boss fight done pretty much. There's one more fight left, but it's really trivial. You just duke him once and then shoot a grenade in his back. So this is a grenade launcher, which you only get to use here, and it's mainly used to progress, not for actually fighting anything. You get it right at the end of the game, which is annoying. So now we've got baby. Another baby. I'm gonna go make more baby smoothie. Now we've got to make one more baby smoothie. I might try streaming in 60 FPS for the next run. Actually kind of triggering me that it's at 30. Yeah, now the grenade launcher is attached to our hand, so we can't swap weapons anymore. We're going to shoot a grenade through this gap. Really strange puzzle, by the way, that you have to shoot through that. And that blows up something, which then opens this door. I don't understand how it works. It took me a while to figure out what the fuck I was meant to do here. But got there in the end. So now we get the last baby. And this one's really simple. We just literally duke him until he goes to reload and then shoot a grenade in his back. It's like we've learnt to not let him hit us, pretty much. Can you shoot at me? Oh my god, he can't because his old body's in the way. And there we go. That's it. That's all the combat pretty much done. That was the last boss. Amazing, very trivial. Now we're gonna get last baby, make one more baby smoothie. We are getting kind of close to the end. Ish. There's still a good like 10-ish minutes left, but then we're gonna get another scene where this guy's gonna bully us some more again. And now our hands are completely covered up. So right now we can't interact with anything. So if you remember earlier when I said that we need to take damage at the end of the game, mandatory damage which can kill you, well this is where that is. So I'm just gonna quickly pop a heal. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. So basically what we need to do is we need to use this machine to get this stuff off of our arm. So we can actually interact with something for a brief period of time before it comes back. And when you get it off, you take damage, ticks of damage over time while it's off until it comes back. That's why we need that. That's why we need health for this last part, or we will die. if we don't have enough. You can't get soft locked here because there is health behind me, which technically I could pick up if I didn't have enough, but yeah. So now that our hand's free, we're gonna take ticks of damage while it's like that. Do one more grenade shot to open this gate. Now the thing's gonna grow back, so we've got to run back to use the machine again. So coming up really soon, there's gonna be some pretty gruesome stuff. I will say when, but it involves literal guts hanging out, all the good stuff. So if you don't like that, don't watch. I'll say when it's gonna happen anyway. We should be fine without needing to heal, I think. Yeah, we should be fine without needing to heal for the rest of this. Wait, it didn't look like it was going down then for a second. Yeah, we should be good without needing to heal. So we're going to do that one last time. And basically what we're trying to do right now is get to this machine to pull this thing off of our back. But in typical game fashion, literally right as we get to the machine, all the shit hits the fan. So we're just going to go to the machine now. So if you don't like guts hanging out and all that juicy stuff, then don't watch this part. But basically we're going to try and get this thing off our back, and as soon as we go to do it, he's not happy and he literally whips out our guts. Very, very nice. I can't believe this is the biggest betrayal in gaming, honestly. Literally the character we play as at first literally just ruins our day. We're going to pull him off because he's being an arse. And now he's gone. So we're free of the parasite. But unfortunately, we're not doing too hot because our guts are literally hanging out. And conveniently, for some reason, we can't go back the way we came in, so we have to go outside and back through the front entrance. Apparently that way's now locked for whatever reason. I still don't understand that, but okay. We have to go out this way. You can actually open this door before you actually get your guts ripped out, but it's probably slower. Dude, he's not doing too hot. This guy's had a bad day. Just face down in the cement. Feels bad. So we're just gonna go and insert the last jar. So we can basically raise the elevator to get up to the top platform. So technically, all of what I just did, everything, from as soon as we enter this area, you can skip it all. If you can just get to the top part. Can I gain control, please? Applause, so I can explain. If you can just get up here, pretty much. And get on this. So this is the most gruesome scene in the game. So if you don't like skulls being sawed off and guts being jabbed at and what looks like a penis getting sucked into a pump, then don't watch this part either. Basically what's happening here is we're getting, this is like a hive mind, I guess you could say, and we're basically going to get attached to it so we can control these other dummy things that we sucked baby juice into. I don't know, it's really confusing. What a nice scene to watch. I know it's a good scene to watch before bed. There's a couple of scenes I don't like in this game. So I don't like the start part with Dave when he gets killed. It's really sad, and I don't like that part. I can't watch that. I don't like it. It's wrong, but thankfully, well, there's still some left. But we're actually going to see our character's face for the first time in a minute. But first, we're going to do some things. So now we're playing. We're basically controlling this person through the hive minds. We're not actually like respawning as someone else. We are still the same character. Our mind has just been connected to them, and now we can switch between them both. So what I'm going to do is we need to basically get this thing on our hand. So we can use this switch. We're coming up quite close to the end. We're going to use this switch. And now we're going to switch to the other character. Like so. And then we're going to grab our boy. Get him off the machine. Leave him alone. Stop jamming him, please. Yeah, this game's good. It actually feels like... Like, do you remember when Outlast came out? Like, it surprised everyone with how good it looked for an indie developer. This game is like that. Now we've got our boy. And we're going to take him to salvation. I just love how his head is still attached to the hive mind, even though we're walking all the way over it. Like, how does that work? Never thought I'd be playing a game where I'd be playing as someone else carrying my main character while also still being my main character. Very strange. So remember when I was talking about, like, you know, salvation, haven. I'm assuming that's what this is down here. The sad part is we never actually get to find out what it is. Time is coming up any second now. As soon as we stop moving. And time. There we go. That was a bit of a shit run, but I did have to stop a lot, and I tabbed out a lot. And I took safety heals, and I got hit and all that, and I got bummed. I'll let you watch the final cutscene, because, you know, you've watched all the rest of the game. So, our friend's come back. He ain't happy that we left him. Now he's going to completely destroy our asshole, apparently. Literally just fought. That is not good. Look how close. Look how close we were. So close to... I don't know what, but I'm assuming it's a good thing. What we were close to. We were right there. Something. And now we are basically one with our original character. You ruined our day. I don't know. It's weird, confusing. It's not a good ending. Bad ending, very sad. There's only one ending though, sadly. You can't like change the outcome. Would have been nice if you could, or if there is a way to get a different ending. No one's found it yet. And that's it, that's Scorn. There is no credits. Well, there is credits, they're in the menu. Where are they? Yeah, credits. Here's the credits. It doesn't actually play them when you finish the game.